Okay, so welcome everybody to this amazing session. I'm really super excited to have you all here. Okay. Now the goal of this training or coaching is to create as many people that will be better than myself. Okay. Um, of course, nothing extraordinary about me. The only thing you need to know is I don't give up. Once I set my target, a lot of people give up, but I don't give up. I set my target and go for my goal. And usually I don't even know how to get to my goal, but I get to my goal, I don't give up. All right. So I will try to create as many people as possible who have that mindset. Okay. I want to create as many people as possible who have that ability. Now, it's one thing for a person to um register 20 persons and be a V2. It's very easy. Anybody can be a V2. You can do it in 2 years if you want, 1 year, 6 months, 1 month. But the challenge is becoming a V3. So how can we create that level of leadership where you can create multiple V2s in your structure, right? There's a kind of person you will have to become to create that. And that's what we're going to make you to be over the next 12 months. Even before the 12 months, you'll be that kind of person and you'll be able to. So I want to create as multiple personalities as myself in the team. So it's going to take some work. It's some change in thinking with the target of becoming more. And over time, I'm also going to try make sure you have the capabilities of also making sure your team is able to trade efficiently. All right. So thank you very much for making time to be here. Like I said in my voice note, the first thing is to set your goal. We cannot start without setting your goal. You have to set your goal. Now, the importance of this is if you get anybody in your structure after today, and the person says, I think I want to build a team, you need to get them to set these kind of goals. A lot of people come into Royal Q, just dabble in, dabble out after 3 months. So what they're specialists at is they have maybe 10 people that do business with them. So they bring them to Royal Q, and maybe somehow they become a V2, and they look for the next business, drag them in. So they keep dragging those 10 people across multiple businesses. Very few people have the tenacity to build one system for years. So how can we create a team that's sustainable? And so this is part of the journey. Now, here's my own example of goal setting. Now, this is my goal. All right. This is my goal. Like the voice note I sent you earlier to do an assignment. This is my own copy of the assignment. Now, I have a 3.5 year goal. So you can call that a 4 year goal if you wish. And that goal is to be a V6 with a team of 10,000 active traders making profits with Royal Q. That is my 3.5 year goal. Project 10,000 active traders. Of course, I will even be a V6 before that time. Okay. So I just put a V6 there. That is definitely the icing on the cake. But having that team trading, it's a big part of the target. So you can see I've put that goal clear. Now, I can't fold my arms and be expecting that to happen by chance. There is nothing like luck here. So we have to set a 1 year goal. So my 1 year goal is to have 3 brand new V4s with my team structure hitting 1,500 members. This is happening in 2025. Okay. So this is my target, my goal or target for 2025. You see how I'm building it? Because if I achieve this, and by the way, I have to replace all my V4s because my 3 V4s are not working, right? They've all, they're not really putting much weight. There's only one of them that shows up once in a while, but the remaining two, I've down to. So I have to create 3 brand new V4s who believe in Royal Q and are master traders. Yes. So that's my 1 year goal. I have a good idea of these people, but you know what? I want to create very new legs that can move up to V4. While I also expect, by the way, let me tell you, I actually want to have 5 V5s. Okay. Minimum. But so this is 3 brand new V4s. for my team and I'm hitting 1,500 members this year. I don't know how it's going to happen really, because we seem to go up and come down, go up and come down. A lot of people's bought inactive, they're not renewing and all that. So I don't know how I'm going to hit 1,500 members this year. Of course, 1,500 is like one of the requirements for hitting V6. So I don't know how, but that doesn't stop me from setting my goal, right? Because if you set goals that you only know how to achieve, you're not setting big goals enough. By the way, I don't even know how I achieve the 10,000 member gap. So don't set goals based on what you consciously think is possible. No, just set goals based on your desired outcome. What you feel is what you need to have. All right. So this is my own example of those goals. But of course, big companies have what they call a retreat, right? Where they come up with a strategy. All right, we have this goal we want to achieve this year, but what can we do? Then set quarterly meetings to, review those targets. So 3 months from now, I have a target. So this is 12th of June. So 12th of January. So 12th of February, 12th of March, 12th of April. By middle of April, my 3-month target must have been hit and activated. And what's that target? I want to start monthly physical seminars in my location. So where I am based, I want to start having monthly physical seminars because I haven't really activated that. We tried, but somehow we're focused more of online. So if I want to have more, I have to become more. So I have to do something that probably I haven't done for a while, apart from the earlier days. So that's what I'm going to do in my area of location. All right. Now, the goal of this is to start a new team that will be well educated when it comes to trading and team building. So that location is going to create 3 new V4s, in addition to everybody else that is working hard and building. So you see how I staggered my team, my targets. And by April, middle of April, this must have been executed monthly or by every 2 weeks. This must have been activated because the first meeting might be empty, second meeting nothing too much, but this is how we keep going at it until momentum is created. And we'll keep creating that momentum. Those meetings will keep happening every month, every 2 weeks, can even grow to weekly until we hit our 10,000 member target. All right. So I believe this is clear enough. All right. Now, on the next slide, I'm going to show you something. And that next slide is telling you to write your goal 100 times. So you can decide whichever goal you want to write 100 times. But I'll rather write a bigger goal 100 times. All right. So I can write the 1-year goal or the 3.5-year goal. So I could write on a piece of paper. Now you have to write this on paper. I can write, I am now a V6 on Royal Q with a team size of 10,000 active traders making huge profits from the Royal Q AI trading system. I am super excited. I love this achievement. And this is important when you set this goal and now you can decide to go to the big goal. The big goal is not going to happen like today, right? It's going to take some time. But that big goal, you need to call it. And that takes me to the next slide. You need to write this goal on paper 100 times, right? If you can write it in one sitting in one day, that's fine. But the worst you can do is you can choose 2 days, write 50-50, or 3 days, write, just complete it within 3 days. The worst case scenario is 25 times a day, do that in 4 days. But try do it in 2 days because each time you're writing it, your brain is receiving electrical rewiring that this is what you want to achieve, that this is extremely important to you, that this is the big goal that you must achieve. So the writing on paper is very critical. When you write on paper, you have started the moment of creation. Some people say, oh, I can write it on my PC, I can write it on my phone. Get a piece of paper. You need to use pen and biro to write this down. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, don't do electronic writing. Get pen, paper, all right? Write it physically 100 times. You'll see that when you'll be writing it to a point where you no more need to look at the original script to write it down. You get to a point where it's coming out from your head automatically. So when you write the first 10 times, you have to look at the original write-up you did and you write it, not to make mistakes. The more you write, you get to a point where automatically it's now embedded into your brain. Now, every day, you want to read that. After you read it 100 times, you need to read it and do the exercise here. So you look at that write-up, just have a piece of the write-up, have it in your wallet, have it on your table in the office. Now I'm telling you this, it's very important because you're not going to be ordinary people. I do this when I want to achieve a big goal. So I'm telling you what you need to do. Write it, put it in your wallet. That thing you wrote 100 times, put it in your wallet. Write it on a book. If you have a hardcover, print it out or write it with your hands. Put it on your desk next to your PC where you're going to be seeing it and reading it. All right. So when you wake up in the morning, the first thing you want to tell yourself is just keep repeating the word yes, yes, out loud. You don't have to shout it. Maybe you don't want to wake up your spouse or something. So you can just say yes, yes, yes. Now you're saying yes because yes is the energy of receiving. Don't worry about what comes to your mind. You're not saying yes to anything in particular. You are saying yes as in you are not resisting anything. So if a negative thought comes into your head when you are saying yes, say yes and accept that thought. You're not accepting it because you want it to happen in your life. Just you're getting into the non-resistance mode. So if you say yes and you remember something negative, just say yes. Okay, I acknowledge this thought. Yes, 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 yes. Just say yes. You see your body opening up and opening up to receive because you will no longer be in a resistance mode trying to fight something. So anything that comes up into your mind, just say yes to it because that thought came. It's a thought. So just say yes. Keep saying yes. Then if you want to move your thoughts to the positive or the thing you wrote, just keep saying yes to it. So you move your thinking to those words. But in the middle of moving your thinking to those things you want to happen in your business, just say yes if any negative thing comes up. Just keep saying yes. Now, after saying yes for maybe a minute or two or three, whatever it is, don't be too critical about the timing. You now need to visualize your target. You must bring the future to you in the present moment. So what I'm telling you is what you're going to do every day from the time you write your goal 100 times. You must bring the future to you in the present moment. So what that means is, you have the yearly goal, the 3-month goal, so you can start from the yearly goal. So yeah, I've started the physical sessions. See yourself in the physical sessions. See the halls getting filled up. Feel it. Feel people asking questions at the seminar. Imagine the location, what size of capacity of the, you want to start with. Just imagine that. Then imagine that has already happened. Then take yourself to the bigger goal. Oh, 1,500 members. Yeah, V4s replaced. My V4s are on ground, new V4s that made the business sideline the old V4s. Then feel yourself congratulating the V4s at an end of year event. You go physically, have a handshake, be in the present, You have to see, you have to hear the congratulations. You have to feel the touch of the people congratulating you for hitting the 1,500 team mark, creating whatever it is that is your 1-year goal. You have to feel it. You have to see it. So you have to feel some physical touch when you're imagining that. You have to see, imagine it with your mind. But when you're imagining it, don't be thinking of it. Don't be seeing that something happening in the future. Bring it as if it's happening now already and put yourself in it. For each of those things you think of, put yourself in it. All right, that's happened. When you get to the 1-year goal, imagine that the 3-month goal happened last, 6 months ago, and the 1-year goal is happening now. Then take yourself to the 3-year goal. Wow, team of 10,000 done. Imagine the congratulations from 5v5s, whatever is your three. I'm just using myself an example. Feel that congratulation, feel it, be physically there, then feel the touch of the people, then hear. All right. Just let that thought be your focus for a moment. All right. Then just hear the words. Isn't it wonderful that you've achieved this goal? Isn't it wonderful? that you've impacted these lives. Isn't it wonderful? Just the whole idea is for you to feel that this thing has already happened. All right. Imagine it as a wish that is already fulfilled, not as a wish that you want for the future. Please take note, something that has already been fulfilled. So don't imagine it as something you want to happen in the future. So the moment you imagine it, so that's very critical. So start with a yes, yes, yes. After writing those words 100 times, you only write it 100 times once. After writing 100 times once, all you do is to read it, see it several times within your day. Don't worry about how it will happen. Forget about how it will happen. How it will happen is none of your business. Just set your goal. Let the goal scare you a little bit. Let it be something that you really don't know how it's going to happen. Then just be ready to take it along from there. All right. So it's important for you to have those 3-month targets so that you can imagine it along. You do this every morning. All right. If you can do it in the evening, fine. But the most important thing is to give it time every day. Of course, when you have done this, always remind yourself that this doesn't have to happen actually. My life is fine the way it is, but I'm open to this happening. Just remember to add that part. I have a format I'm going to share in the group for you guys, to go through every day. But one of the critical components is for you to let go, right? So when you have visualized all of these things, just tell yourself, wow, it would be great to have this, but my life doesn't depend on this, all right? My life is okay the way it is right now. And actually tell yourself your life is okay the way it is right now, but you are open to achieving this great goal. So this is a step you have to take every day. And it's the basics of the goal setting process. Set your goal, short term, medium term, long term, and be ready to review your action steps within 3 months to hit your target. Now, that is the basics I want us to share today. So please remember, you have to stop assuming negative things. You have to just assume that the future is already done and that you already have it, because the more you do that every day, you will definitely create that result. So let me now ask you, let me take from 1 or 2 persons. Let me just ask, all right, let me just ask this question from just 1 or 2 persons. Can you share your 3-year or 4-year goal? Can you also share with me what your 1-year target is and the 3-month target? We'll take it from a couple of people. So who's willing to go first? Let me see your examples. I've showed you mine, right? So now it's time for you to show me yours. I don't want this meeting to be too long, but I want to be sure that you get the point. And you don't have to be reserved about your goals. You have to be confident about your goals. You don't have to be shy about saying your goals. You don't want to say your goals to negative people who don't who don't have contribution to make, who don't even believe that you can achieve the goals. The goals can be kept to yourself, but when you're in a community of people who want to achieve your big goals, you want to say those goals. All right, so Adriano Masariza, please send me a chat on WhatsApp. I need to connect your name here to your contact. Faith Celestine, send me a WhatsApp message too. All right. Thank you very much. Okay, also Ifeanyi Dream. Okay, I know Ifeanyi Dream sites, yeah. Okay. So who's ready to go? Or do I call? Okay, let me call on somebody who has been here for a while. Let me see. Hi, Just Smart. Are you where you can talk? You guys don't want to talk about your goals. Why?
Okay, let me talk about mine.
All right, Mr. Franklin. Thank you.
Should I talk about mine?
Yes, go ahead.
All right. So I divided my goal into 3 months, 12 months, and 4 years. Okay, for 3 months, I have a goal to remain a V1 with active participation, but to enroll 2 people and to undergo advanced training in trading. Then for 12 months, I divided it into 2 sections, 6 months and then 12 months. For the first 6 months of the 12 months, I want to become a V2 with 3 enrollees with an active team of 20 prospects. And then still do advanced trading, achieve advanced trading expertise. Then in the full 12 months, I want to become a V3 with 5 enrollees and 100 team members with much more advanced trading expertise. Then for 4 years, I want to become a V5 with 12 enrollees and 1,000 team members, and have within my team 2 V3 and 5 V2, then become even more advanced in my trading. That is what I have here.
Excellent. Excellent. So you see, the big goal is being assisted by each of the smaller goals. So this is excellent. To be a V5, you need to have you have to have 3 good legs that are V4s. You have to have 3 V4s. All right. Now each of those 3 V4s, each of those V4s must have 3 V3s in their structure. So you have 3 V4s for you to become a V5. Now each of those V4s must have 3 V3s in each of them, in each of their structure. Now each of those V3s must have 3 V2s and a team of 100. So yeah, the compensation plan is clear, but the most important thing is to even know the rank you want to get to. Then as we go along, we'll clarify all the details about rank requirements. So I think I love that particular one. So when you are writing your targets, let me add this. When you're writing your targets, try and make the targets simple enough that you don't need to use the word and.
Okay.
Okay, that thing you're going to write 100 times. You want to make it simple enough that you don't need to use the word and. When you're using the word and, it kind of complicates it. Your brain needs one straight, clear information. So like mine, if you look at mine, I'll just say I am now a V6. I'm super excited that I am now a V6 with a team of 10,000 active traders enjoying huge profits from the Royal Q business. It's so amazing. Oh my God, I made it. You see that statement? There's no and. There's no and. It's clear. What I want is I am a V6 and I just I avoided the word and, but I could have said I'm a V6 and I have, I took out the word and. So V6, 10,000 active members. Now, if I wanted to take out the V6, I would say I want to have a team of 10,000 active members, because it's not just about the rank. You also want to have active people in your structure who are enjoying using the technology. So I kind of worded it, deliberately. In the group, we're going to ask you to word a lot of those things, all right? And I'm going to review each person's wordings. We're about 38 or so. I'm going to review each person's wordings, and I'm going to make corrections. So that target is what you're going to write 100 times. And when you write it 100 times, you start feeling it in your body. And you want to write it on, maybe 5 pieces of paper. Keep one on your desk, one in your wallet, one on your table at home, one on your fridge. Anywhere you go often, you want to see that thing and take time to read it, and let your brain just know that this is where I have to be within the next 3.5 years, 4 years. All right. Great one. We have a hand up. That is Foster. Thank you very much, Mr. Franklin. I really love that. Yeah. All right. Foster, please go ahead.
Good evening, Coach.
Yes, good evening.
Thank you for all you do for us. So my 3 months goal is to hit V3 in Royal Q. That's it. Then my 1 year goal is to hit V4 in Royal Q. My 4-year goal is to hit V6 with active traders and making huge profits in Royal Q. Thank you.
Okay, great. Great. That's excellent. That's excellent. All right. I love that that breakdown. So by April 15, you should have hit what rank? V3.
V3, yeah.
Yes. All right. All right. So remember, whatever happens, even if you get to that point and it hasn't happened yet, don't get negative emotionally. You know, a lot of people when they set
Oh,
that date, they get, you know, so just feel the feeling of it having been done. Focus on the feeling because it's been
yeah,
done. If it delays a little bit, fine. It might even come earlier, fine. You know, just like
yeah,
pregnancy, you don't come on the 9th month. I failed. This picking did not come on the date, estimated date. No, you know it's coming.
yeah. Definitely.
You know it's coming. Whether it comes 2 weeks earlier or 2 weeks later, all right, you are in the game. So very
Yeah,
important. Very important. I love that. All right, so let's hear from Prince Light.
thank you.
Yeah.
Good evening, coach. Good evening, the house. Is my voice coming out clear?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. My goals divided into 3 months, 12 months, and 4 years goal. For the meantime, I want to use the first 3 months to leverage on social media campaign. I'm going to campaign seriously, spreading the good news of Royal Q to all my friends and make sure I follow up any indicated interest within the 3 months. Then I will equally give attention for physical meeting, physical training, if need be. But on social media, I will be all out with all my energy. Then in 12 months, I will be a V2 in 12 months with active members who will have love for Royal Q. Then in a 4 years time, I will be a V4 with all the complete number of traders in that rank. And they all will be interested and happy to have Royal Q, and they will all be active. Then I will dedicate to training and leading to ensure that they all come to meet me in the same rank. Because when they come up, they will now push me up to the next rank. Thank you.
Thank you very much. By the way, let me ask, why do you feel that V4 is where you'll be the next 4 years?
Hello?
Yeah, why do you feel that V4 is where you'll be? Why not V5 or G6?
V4 is the rank where your leadership quality has to be tested. And by the time you scale through the V4, then scaling up the other 2 scales will be a little bit easier, but not an easy task. So, but V4 is more tougher than getting to V5.
Awesome. Awesome. All right, great. So it's fine. I mean, you want to be able to believe your dream if that's what works for you. But don't be afraid to set an amazing, extraordinary goal because you are building from inside out. Most times when people are creating, they create from outside in. They just start working. No, you are starting from inside. You are making your brain to understand. This is how you create something in the world. You first make your brain. Your brain has like 4 horses riding in different positions, causing chaos. But you're now trying to align your brain together, say, this is what I want, and I want to operate like this. We're going to share a few things, a few tools to help fast track your success. You will hit whatever target you've set out for. Thank you very much. All right, Engineer Fik.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, I want to thank you for such a very large heart that you have, for embracing people like us who are not even in your structure. It's so amazing having you in Royal Q. Thank you so much, sir. Yes, though I'm a newbie, so to speak, relatively a newbie, because I basically just started a few, like 2 months ago or so, not long. So, and I only have one person that had signed up already into my Royal Q business. So, and I'm happy I went through the goodbye to Floating Loss Academy, because I would have maybe quitted this whole thing. So, but with what I have now, I know that I can become a seasoned trader. In fact, I'm becoming a seasoned trader already. And I know I can raise such people. My challenge was, say, in setting this goal, my challenge really was, how do I announce to people what is not even working for me? That was before I went through the goodbye to Floating Loss Academy. But with this now, I have confidence. So I've written the following as my goals. For the next 3 months, I want to hit V2. So, and I know that to hit V2, I need to have a team size of 20 and direct of at least 3 persons. So that will be my what I'll work towards against the next 3 months. And by the end of this year, by God's grace, I want to be a V3. I work with those ones that are in my team and help them grow. So I can have like 3 V2s in my team by the end of this year. And I want to use that as a springboard such that in the next 4 years, I will be a V6 by the grace of God with a team size of at least 1,500. So I know it's I know it's a milestone. It's huge, but with God on our side and with visionary leaders like you around us, I believe it is very, very achievable. Thank you very much once again, sir. Thank you. That's my goal.
Let me tell you a story. There was a time my salary was very small, but I had a goal to raise some money. I'm telling this story for the first time. It's on the internet. I wanted to raise some money. I was like, I want to do my wedding. How much would the traditional and the white wedding take? I needed 7 million naira. I said, okay. Man, 7 million naira is a lot of money. It was like almost way beyond my current budget, my money. So, but how do I do this? I said, I need to do this and I need this amount of money. So I went ahead, wrote that I needed 7 million naira to achieve, I just did my 100 times writing. Now, at the point I was writing, it was impossible. Okay. But do you know what? Within a year, or is it a year and a half, I got a salary review and a promotion that took my annual income to 7 million per annum. It was like a fluke. I'm like, come on. Like, come on. Okay, I was writing that I needed this thing to do this. But come on, the thing came as it's now look for the best way to create it in my life. And it brought it as an annual income, not as a one-off income. Yeah. So this is huge. So if I wanted to operate without this, I would just be having a lot of headache trying to figure out how to do it. But it happened. And guess what? I wasn't even thinking too much about it. It happened. And I've created lots of success in my life using these tools. I'm telling you. But I don't count myself as being too much of a huge success. I'm yet to achieve my big goals. But I've been able to navigate and create things, little things, with less worry. So when I set a goal, I said this must happen. All right. This is how you kind of create solutions. You have situations in your life where you have a debt. Somebody could have a debt of maybe 5 million naira, and then you're thinking of, okay, I need to clear this and sort out some things. And the moment you relax into it, and then you see that 50 million naira will come into you, that sorts out that other one. I'm telling you, this happened to me. All right. So I'm not telling you, what I'm telling you today is not something random. All right. It's not, this will create your target for you. Just go through the motion, even if you don't believe it will yet. Just go through the motion and begin to relax. All right. Begin to relax into it. I mean, that 7 million naira goal, this was so many years ago. Then money had value. If it were now, that would be a lot of money. That would be, compared to what money is now, that's a piece of cake. But back then it was a lot of money. All right. So go through this process. Be meticulous about it. Don't be ashamed of dropping your goals. So you have an assignment, everybody. Go write your goal, your 1 month, 2 month, 3 month goal in the group. I want to see everybody's feedback in the group. Then I'll tell each person, based on what you write, I'll tell you to pick your target. Pick one of those things and write your target, what you're going to write 100 times. All right, let's do that within the next 48 hours so that we can achieve more. Now, Sir Chidi said, it took me 9 months to hit V2. All right. It took him 9 months and he worked hard. All right. With minimal supervision, minimal support. I remember. So this year, 2025, just have one focus, becoming a V3 in year 2025. Okay. With 115 active traders year end 2025. That's fine. Okay. I'll worry about V4 at 2026. Thank you. Okay. It's fine. So remember, don't think too small. You are creating. You are made in the image of God. You are a creator. Not in the sense of you creating life and giving life, that's God. God creates in that level, but you are also a creator. So now I'm telling you, you are about to use the human body in the human way to create a better world for yourself. All right. So remember, don't think small. Think big. This decision time, goal setting time, is a time to think big. The same energy let me tell you this, the same energy you use to create V3, V4, the same energy you're going to use to create V6. I'm telling you, the exercise that you're going to be doing every day is to see that goal. Make sure it excites you enough that, brings out the excitement on your skin, the goosebumps, and all of that. So thank you very much, everybody, for being a part of this session. Does anybody have any questions? Then we'll call it today.
Okay, the question from me is, how do we submit this goal? Should we submit it to this forum?
No, the group, that's a group we created for the coaching.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, just drop it there. Your 1 year to 3 months, yeah. Or you start with a big one, come down to any format you wish. Just separate them. Any other questions? I asked Faith Celestine to send me a chat. I also asked I also asked somebody else to send me a chat. All right, so thank you very much, everybody, for being here. We are starting from the foundation. And we'll also make time next weekend to have, I think we'll try to do this weekly. This coaching is going to be weekly. We're going to pick a time within the week that's good for everybody. We're going to meet, we're going to discuss challenges. But before we go, let me ask, is there anybody that has a challenge with inviting prospects to webinars? Inviting skill. Is there anybody here that has a challenge with that? Okay, so we can discuss that in the group. So let's end the meeting here, because you're going to have to, when we get to inviting, you're going to use, we're going to share the script. You're going to use the script to invite. So here's my first instruction. When it comes to recruiting directly, you need to start writing your list of 200 to 300 persons. Start writing that list today. Don't make any phone call yet. Don't make any phone call yet until you have completed the 100 times writing of your targets. So don't make any phone call yet until you have completed a 100 times target on your writing. and started visualizing daily and written all those things to keep it. So when you start that, making those calls, you want to make sure your brain understands your goal in life. And when you start making the calls, it will make you call people that matter. In your day, you will observe people that matter around you. People that you would have walked past. Your brain will tell you, hey, just talk to this person. Your brain will make you do things that ordinarily you wouldn't have done. And you see yourself fast-tracking your success towards your goal. So please, this meeting, 200 to 500 persons. If it takes you 1 week to write it out, no problem. Let me be frank with you. You cannot hit V6 by talking to 2, 3, or 10 people. Nobody hits V6 like that. You have to be ready to talk to a lot of persons, but you don't just talk to them. There's a system of talking to people. I'm going to make sure we do those trainings. So don't talk to anybody yet. We're going to show you how to talk to people, how not to talk too much, how to simply invite them to the webinars and, create massive success for yourself, how to use our video recordings to create massive success for yourself. All right. So see you on the chat. Let's go drop our goals. Thank you very much. Good night, everyone.
Thank you, Coach. Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
I'll do the recording.
Good night, everyone.
Yeah, good night.